So I guess that's 2 times, right? Then let me see. The reason I went to Canada that time, they thought that I was working with them over there. Had to break a few eggs and shit. And they thought I was accompanying people, and I knew who these people was because they was using my ball to make people and doing all this other bullshit. So where I'm from, I was cool, hit the pool, got rich. Everything is cool. People with spaceships, people from South Africa, everybody's happy. Transferred it to the federal credit unions. Next thing you know, USA, boom! Abuse, 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 dog fight, dogs. We got the first dog, we got the first weed, we got the first seed, we got the first. To eventually kidnapped you, made a deal with some white people. They think they're gonna become royalty. Ooh. Sitting on a crown talking about would you marry me? After the Night's Watch, the explosion. Then I got back and it was like, well, you know you can't because that's your liaison. So I had to 3D print somebody else. So there was this audio feed. In this audio feed, it stated, put your weapons down and all this bullish. Well, the people they sent it to didn't like it, and it was an issue, right? Same thing, music video from the 80s up in the sky. After hearing all this stuff from the quote unquote protection that somebody who can do whatever he want had control over presidents and stuff before they were, or who we see as an image of what was in a book. And these people, did I just hear information to forget? It was did California shit. Oh, right, the same people that were in the Bride of Chucky, right? So I get kidnapped from where I am over here, where y'all quote unquote said y'all got the shit. We'll just say Eldridge and shit of the ship, and get put in the back of some dog cages. And they said that these dogs were related to Horus because they were part human. You know, I put my flesh that grew back on these dogs, right? And I got put in this cave. I had this metal skull, and they was biting on it. That's why you could see the flesh inside on the skull on the Bride of Chucky, right? So they did that and continued clowning about me being blinded, and they ended up doing that to themselves to prove a point. And they did a lot of sick shit, and finally they had a puppy that came out with a binded head. They said they grew these dogs out of the ground, turned those into diamonds, because they told me this was my spot, right? As if we was in British Columbia or something. Um, After that, the black dogs passed away. There were puppies there. I made the puppy back into a pit bull because that's what the puppy was. You see him in that movie, some Fast and the Furious movie, and I'm the kid being held and stuff. And you get that shit. But this is all times and times again. Well, probably another one since the head's big and shit. And so in The Bride of Chucky, we do the movie, right? Because, you know, I'm there, and airsoft started because people from Canada, when they had me in this cabin, held a dirty Harry towards me and was like, we gonna get you to copyright shit for us using your money, and you ain't gonna do a damn thing. So I caught him slipping, and I remade the gun, but it was an airsoft, so if I did get shot, it wouldn't hurt, right? So the last time the gun was used towards me, the little Canadian kid had the dirty Harry. They was pulling this jive bullshit. She pulled the trigger, boom, knocked her the fuck out. Seen her head was, fixed her up and shit. and all this other stuff. The mom was grateful. The father was somewhat grateful or whatnot. Brothers and sisters and shit. There was all kinds of people in the area and shit. And this cabinet is a replica of these houses as if they were the architects to make these houses. Same front, same bathroom, same den. And in this den, there was all this intricate money making shit. I know who it belonged to because he found the cabinet and ripped it in half after the B136 cause I00 situation from that movie. And this same cabin, I was set, a switch was flicked, and I was stuck to this floor as if it was a magnet for whatever I had in me. And it wasn't titanium, because X-rays, it was some other type of metal, and he knew it, and my knees and all that, and I was there. So I eventually passed the fuck away and died. And then he pops in with this motherfucking bowl. It's just she, 'cause she comes in with a squirt bowl. And then the little sperm plops out, bloop, and they take the sperm and drop them on the island of the dead. Now, Black Law and Dog, at that young age, I'm pretty sure the mind would be like that, off the top, quick, not too far to go. Well, there's a tree stump by where they grow this weed. There was this old man's weed, and this weed was allergic. Person got a grant, destroyed all of it. Hey, marijuana and seeds. Then I noticed this Lithuanian cat kept popping back and forth, fucking with the police. And when they need weed, he'll make a run. I told him to make a run for mine after this, and he got past it because it was just herbs. It's not weed. And I went up there and to learn to grow some weed, right? And I was like, blah, 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 blah. I asked him questions. So this dude hands me this big Tootsie Pops you could find, a Tootsie Pack. And he hands them to me, and I was like, what is this for? And if I ate some, spiders come and snatch me up, right? But I got used to being solo. So I'm dying of metal poisoning at this time. Spiders come up. They try to bite into me. I notice they start getting metal poisoning. I go into sedation or go into my comatose state for a long time. Then I astral project out of my body and I start walking with this guy. He sees me and he keeps on telling me how to grow weed. So I'm there listening to him constantly until I just appear, pop up out of nowhere. Get caught up, death, island, all this other shit. Pop up out of nowhere again. Notice the same shit. Then say, hey, just one of those evil spirits that ain't giving up, right? Because they're using my money, basically. It was like, oh yeah, I don't want to pay my 10 million for the FBI, but I will act like you because you're a new person and take your money and embezzle it. Then they told me, oh, if I die, I ain't gonna leave you shit and all this other bullshit. It's on the island of the dead, right? Or alive, right? You see him, she gets her head chopped off. The dude with the puffy cheeks is the real person, and the rest of them zombies is the kids from the past to the present, gun smuggling from the days of the giants, and so on and so on. Kyrian, beware Kyrian. I uploaded up in Japan and shit. So now I'm sitting there, and I ask him to get my weed. He gets back. They pop up, and they So I remember me, I know who the fuck I am. So I request to go back to my old spots and shit. And when I get there, it's the same bloody ass hell. Don't want to come back. Why? Oh, blah, blah, blah. Talk about getting shot in the head. Because in my first. Well, the first time I remember being there, getting shot, then being on some operating table, then getting put back and just vibing, getting a scold and all this other shit. So after all that shit, one of these times, I think it was after this checking for the accreditation, right? And then you notice that whole little Greek show. Well, that little haunted thing is the same person. And then he was tripping on, why is your mom here? Well, if that's a baby, then what am I? And they're on, it was a TV show, but they had a judge that was literally marrying off kids. Then I tripped when I found out they was marrying off my kids. Right. But I didn't get that right. Years passed. I seen a couple of episodes. You notice if you into flicks and flicks and shit, and there's this one very inappropriate, nasty family relation film, and they had a two at the end and shit. And that's Amanda, right? That'll be the image of Amanda in GTA 5, because I would be Michael. And then everybody else y'all do know, those would be the two blonde haired and blah 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 kids. Right, because as soon as I pop the fuck up with this protector in my house. And then the same shit. They just send people to get some. So I'm kicking with the kids and all that shit. Then I'm over here by F's house. And I'm two doors down, because that's where we was growing weed and shit. Seen the regiment and all that good stuff. It's the same neighborhood. Cracked into the system, right? And I guess they found out and they was tripping. So, I started my own power system, water and all that other shit, right? Because I was like, yo, where's my electricity? It was like, y'all, we got electricity. Let's do this. You know. Well, no, they just built on top of it and shit, just like before. They just don't destroy it. They just build over it. Then the new people created life over it. And then they do the same shit. And LA is LA, but under LA is right on the mountain. Right on the mountain. Hollywood knows it's like by that house where they did the shootings and shit. And there's zombies all down there and shit. People that used to be dead, but the plastic and all that shit. And all that stuff. And then did all kinds of movies, right? Because the first time I was down there, it was all about work. Franchise and all this other stuff, right? When I got kidnapped and that stuff right there, and they had me copyright, and I did all the fucking movies. It was like I already got the copyrights for this stuff. That's why the patents and the trademarks are similar. So you notice the people in the past with the films, they would just have the films, then they'll get to the ending, boom. While me on the other hand, boom, 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 boom. And the difference between here and Canada, it says Canada. And then they got him to it. That's why I was the producer and shit. And then, we got rid of this. A whole bunch of manipulators. We don't care. We just want to fuck and all this other bullshit. It was like, hey, we all safe. And there's always scragglers around. Like, yeah, you're going to get burnt. But it's always the same. Hey, we like you cool. But they all the same. We all have vasectomies. We can't have kids. But for some reason, we can make you look old and shit. Yeah, got rid of that bitch with all this shit and all this bullshit. Nasty, dirty and shit. And I try to keep all them from catching a disease. Simple and plain is what they didn't get. And I didn't have to tell them nothing, because as soon as I told them, they was going to try to get rid of me and then say, oh, we got control of this. And then people was like, well, you ain't paying us. Boom. And as soon as they don't see me, hey. And it's not like, hey, I'm standing right here. And it's like, hey, get out of here by force. Snatch your face. Get another face. And then it's like, hey, what's up? I'm over here in America using your face. Told them to do that shit over there. Because she was like, I'm over here trying to figure out something, because the only thing I got over there and ahead of me is life of porn. Hey, y'all. Hey, Pizza Wednesdays. Oh, yeah. I'm not even from this country. You guys been helping me out so much. Oh, yeah. As soon as I marry one of them, we're talking about war. Hey, you guys were always the coolest people. I always remember that when I enslaved you. Hey, people just don't get it. Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna enslave you. So finally got to Alaska, right? That's the whole reason you watch the politics and see the same people from the Alaska movie with the Irish stuff from the hamburger meat down here to help moms and pops get some food on their plate from the 80s. Oh, needed people so they could go. Hey, that brought people. Hey, you know. And I guess the doctor lost his license for, oh, hey, even though you're not alive, you're knocked out. Hey, I'm possessed your body. Hey, big girl. Because these people got to grow up. Hey, transfer. Hey, yeah, what's up? 15 happened. I'm going to be a dude so I can get it in. You know? And I CG'd in the dude. And that's the off reckoning from the Greek shock. And think Asperger's. And then look at me. Oh. Uh-oh, look at the movement. There's the other spirit. So I had some cousins, right? So back to the bride, and you notice while they're talking to the royalty people, that's his last movie. Uh, they're saying they killed David in the background, and then you see the foot with the fucking ball on it. That's the officer dude did the killing. Then we did the remake. I could not see. Eyes is totally blind. Do not blink. Well, going through, because, he had Mounties on me too. So after I got free and stuff, Mounties would pop up constantly, constantly. Then I noticed they had a regiment. Boom, 1 week, boom. Go out and have them in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, then they'll see me and take me right back. Which led up to the Night's Watch situation. A lot of bikers is cool as hell, a lot of these YouTube videos and everything. And I did the same shit I did every other place. Utilized whatever the fuck was there. Found people who wanted to work. Just like the fat dude with the big ass fro was like, oh, it's Aaron. We ain't gonna work here. So I found this dude and he was like selling balls and eggs. And I took a whole jar or two and put them together and put it in the river, in the water. So she leans in there because she just had a kid. And I was like, oh, I didn't want to get you. I don't want you to die being a hoe. I paid $1,200 so I could drink the breast milk. Hey, I know you. Boom. This shit happened. I'm like, yeah, but I know them. You know? And fight scene was real. I believe that's the little thing right there in the Geico commercial. Back turned. No. And everything that everybody denied, it was like, hey, yeah, I'd advise, because in the medical field, you get shit in, you don't get shit in. People have common sense. Hey, make all this bullshit, get it out the fucking woodwork. Boom. Nope, don't want it. Then they go, hey, we want a piece. And I was like, nah, this shit is not good for you. It'll turn you into a fucking doll. This shit'll keep your blood coagulated to the point of blah, blah, blah. This is Prozac, fuck up your lungs, blah, 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 lidocaine, oh, da, 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 da. Oh, we want a taste. We want a piece. You want, da, 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 I'm in it for the money. Then you notice on the Dawn of the Dead, how they're just, because, people murder people and they cremate the body, coagulation. Turn into that flame repellent. Not until you exhume my body and you could drain this shit. Sure, I didn't die of no fucking murder, death, killing. You know, zombies, dead people, dead people. Well, astral projecting, right? So my spirit's back to the island. I threw a party. I used all my old tricks. Earthlings. That was in Canada. Fucking aliens. I used all my tricks. If you notice on the second island, a lot of those people from the GTA 5 is there too. This is where happened to most of their drug. And they had my kids over there at the farm, ready to shoot, kill, and motherfucking grow twig. At the same time, they was federal agents doing this to kids. They didn't give a fuck. Don't know when I got back. Must have came from New York, because when I got to New York, dude came in like a janitor and it was like, ugh, I'm you. These are my books. Cartoons. Oh, same counselor. Hey, make them into cartoons. We'll show them to everybody. No, these are my personal Dr. Knows. Dookie. House. Oh, now I get it. That's fucking ridiculous. It was weird. And they took my life and said, this is my story. And then all the connections, all these doctors that would do weird shit lost their license, but they were all Canadian. And they wouldn't just do the Hippocratical oath. They would do pay me cash. Hey, this kid got rights. I don't give a fuck. I want this kid into a motherfucking monkey. You know, or a bailiff over there at the old town. After the court is all done and everybody's gone home, we turn around and shape it all up into a U and put on graduation gowns and deliberate cases. And then once we go to work, oops, a case just happened to fall in there. And then somebody doing their job, stamping it, pumping it, stamping it, pumping it. Uh-oh. What are these doing in here? Oops. Can't take it back. And then there are people be like, well, those are the type of people be like, hey, I'm going to hold you to your word on it. And then they'll hold you to your word on it. And then you be like, I'm going to hold you to your word. Those are just words. They don't mean shit. But I'm going to hold you to yours. Repeat what you just said. Because we know what happened at 16:15. Hey, boycott, huh? Huh? You don't have no right to my right. You don't have a right to use that right. It is not yours. Hey, obviously Esquire needs to change. Hey, what's up, prostitute lifetime? Hey, but I got Esquire on it. Automatically from birth. Oh, y'all been making deals with them. Hey, there go they Moors, concubine, war talk. This is just a small niche. You gotta think small. They popped up. You brought this here. Hey, if you didn't hear history, just like it said the origin of HIV, now it says the origin of AIDS. It went from 1940 polio vaccination to 1959, 50 to 58. But still at the same, Belgium, fancy potatoes, Congo. Uh-oh, Philadelphia. Hey. Even though I'm Belgium, already went to Congo. I'm gonna go through to Philadelphia, USA. Ugh. To the Congo. Hey, how did I get that so quick? Hey, we couldn't even get over there. Yeah, they'll blame y'all. Hey, these tribes have been dead. Hey, they gone. Hey, we found something. This is us. Ooh. We was told to do this since we was young. Let me inbreed. Boom, you look unique. That's what I want. Ugh. Woman pop out of nowhere, then this man pop up out of nowhere. It's like, see, I was a man, then I turned into a woman, impregnated myself, then I held it. Ugh. As a man, I turned back into a woman, just shat it out. Ugh. Oh, well, let me see. We're up in Jersey. They's like, hey, yo, ball, you don't have a disease. Monkey viral, rads, and all that. Remove the phallus. Oh, pass the test. It was on the phallus. It was on the phallus. That means, hey, what did you use to soften up the pee-pee? Oh, caught you slept. Oh, so you would know that this is ours. Now I might and do some nasty shit, but I noticed that anything that I do ain't got nothing to do with ours. Not in the whole 20 some odd fucking years, huh? Man, I see the clothes, I see the gear. Oh my gosh. Do you feel comfortable in that, or you need a suit or something? A white collar shirt, tight pants, yeah, some rock and roll leather, some glasses. I would take these to incubate, she said. And then we watched it on TV, and I noticed how I get black and red. I notice a lot of people get black and black. Hey, everybody got their ties, right? Hey, hey. Don't tell me it's your privacy. Of course. It's your privacy. Whatever you go through. Says a foreigner, misconstruing my constitution. Our constitution. Hey, like your social security number, 3 zeros, Canada. Or y'all want to get a part of this and then, it's just us. So notice y'all working to get some social security. Because y'all don't have that there. You know. Let me see. I had created some endorsements and waited a long period of time. And when the endorsements died, they're dead as soon as I walk in the arena. Ooh, got shot in the head. You have endorsements, the same foreigner acting in Susan's place with that Tammy drywall. Vital Records. Hey, what about that guy down there that's you can't change it when you want. So there it went. And motherfucker's supposed to be doing 7 years for 2017 tweak. Not the Lumosity one. Not that barbed wire. It's a recording. Look at Canadian money. Addendum. Hey, pride. So to drop your pride, we raped you in the butt. Now we're all humans. Hey, what's up? I got an accent. I believe in cutting off your thing or sewing it up. Genital mutilations and all this other bullshit. Whatever helped us get over here, this is what we believe in, but for y'all. You wrote this up for me and mines. I've raised them since they was young, dog. They know me. Now, I had a problem with understanding. If you don't understand, don't fuck up yourself. Hey, what's up, you Haitian? Oh, you got birthrights. No, you don't. You took your ass to Hades. The other ones went to Jamaica. Made deals with white people. When made deals with white people. Not just any white people. I want to conquer you. It was a beautiful, lush garden. A kid didn't want to go over here and help his dad get some healing. Destroy the whole garden. Get that. You know? Inconclusive. Is inconclusive. That dust is inconclusive right there. Through time, all these minerals would drop. But how did you know through time to go and check that one spot because you farted and shitted it there in that hole? But how do you know that's the same shit? Right, because when I put this in here and test me, bleep, there go I. What about him? Bloop, that's everywhere. Right, those are aliens. This is what aliens do. Let's destroy the planet, only ours, and then we'll just take over where they are. Why don't you just go on the other side of the sun? Bam. Be counter-rotating as we turn, right? So I can shoot you out of the sky. Why don't you stop it, Aaron? Oh, you ever fell from outer space in the pale moonlight? Get bumped off a goddamn a pile of shit by an astronaut that was a pipe cleaner. He was a fucking pipe cleaner, man, and bumped me off his shit. Then they pulled the little cheetah looking, getting shot by the black matter. Long ass dick, looked like a cheetah getting pulled out of the ice cold milk. Down the Mariana Trench. Well, I was falling, so I had to coast to the Mariana. Boom. Used to be the origin of HIV. My doc. Hey, we stole your accreditation from you. Hey, we got the right to use this shit. No, you don't. Intellectual property, huh? 28 years. Hey, I got a guarantee for 71. Number two, I'm not from Canada, and y'all don't need to be speaking. And number two, what the fuck would my balls be up in fucking Canada? I'm not in Canada. Listen, somebody made us a gosh darn jolly wheeze promise. And it wasn't you. You was a slave. Hey, why don't you give to the U.S. what you owe them before you was raising up interest for something that you don't have, couldn't get, never had? Right, right. Well, I'm no federal person for Quantico. It's treason to the state and the country. No, not for one. Oh, no, not for that. Hey, yeah. Hey, get a vasectomy, y'all. Yeah. Hey, what's up? We got HIV, AIDS, and we is having babies. Can y'all please be getting the fuck up? Y'all get 10 G's for sleeping with you, and burning you or whatever we got. Then it's the incorporation. Hey, look what we did to you before we went to Florida. We is broke as fuck. Now we got cars, riches up the wazoo, man. We is the cops. We bust people for embezzlement and fraud. Blue Shield. It was like, man, you want to do what the fuck you want? Become a cop. You get that love? Yeah. Some people probably get worse time. I can only guess. I would probably be one of those. Huh? We just spit in this money, nigga. Let's listen to some more raps, huh? Yeah, you got to be dressed in style for nails. Hey, who pays your ticket? You do. Hey, where's all your traffic tickets and shit? Why ain't you in court? Hey, woman, did you get an accent change? Are you still not a North American citizen? Why won't you go and get your visa? Are you afraid of what the shit you did to the people that is citizens, that you won't become that because then automatically off the top, the shun off, and then everybody get to hear how you ain't one of them no more, and now you get targeted. What the fuck is one of them? Yeah, humanity at your own place for your own shit. Hey, yo, we don't want y'all coming over here doing what the fuck you want. Boom. Hey, we over here. We want to do what the fuck we want. He's the president since the 80s, Mann Act. Everybody who went over there that was claiming the U.S. that was doing that stuff, they have ties with y'all. Up, got shot and went to Florida with it. Tucson Airfield, the abandoned one. Those are the planes you see in Africa, the gray ones. Ooh. No, you need a passport to get in here, but you don't need a passport to get there. Are we talking about Peace Corps 2 year thing? I didn't sign up for Peace Corps. We was on the talk of Haku. Hey, little grown ass people, you left your. Uh-oh. Same thing when they was talking about the old lunch code. But for some reason you was talking about them, but you ain't seeing no profit. You ain't gave nobody permission. Oops, this name was nowhere around, but all of a sudden, look at this. We had this shit since 1853. Look at the Gatling gun. Movies, technology, the mechanisms. Do you have to shoot guns? Can you shoot motherfucking balloons? Huh? What? No, that's too dangerous. That's way too fucking. It's choking me, right? The long balloon. And they knew that I didn't know. How can they auction off my shit here in Arizona? The people that's supposed to protect me and shit, huh? Just having the joke fun. How many is U.S. citizens? Are you talking about the jackhammer with the labor force on Air Force Base? Hey, survivor benefits and my beta test. Hey, green piece of paper. Got to rip the things off. I scribed my name. I didn't know how to sign my name. D. Gatling gun. That you could volunteer all your money and then bitch about it. I didn't volunteer my money. It's like taking candy from a baby. Hey, we're foreigners, huh? Y'all ain't backing me the fuck up. Step the fuck off of me. I was over there in the red brick area. And what was I doing there in the first fucking place? I was emancipated. Oh, accreditation. Taking advantage of a infant. And this any involvement is involvement. Bitch about your patents and trademarks after the same shit, huh? Oh! Oh, look at the contract the same way. Oh! Oh, I brought you the finished game. What is you talking about? What, when we first made the GTA 5? Oh, I did after. Oh, well, then you can't do that because this goes this way. Well, get out the court. Oh, you've seen everything that happened up in Cali. Uploaded it from the nanny cam. Should we say scientific pedophilia? Scientific exploration. Scientific exploration. WRITS. You got yours? Hey, what's up? We foreigners. This is what we do. We don't know no better till y'all lost. Ugh. I'm down to do this shit. Sainter happen. I'm taking your motherfucking ass to court. You couldn't sue. Hey, where we're from, we do that. Why ain't you there? Matter of fact, if you had the vasectomies and the cutoff, why don't y'all think about turning into or having surgery to look like so you can get it on with the people? Worst case scenario, you say you're one of mine and I think I'm still tripping on the June stuff with the LAPD and immunity, but the statue's still down there and silent witness and shit. Nothing, huh? No cold case, nothing. Ugh. Where's my grant money at? CIA with the wait shit. I don't bother to clone if there is a clone. Hey, probably want a life without me. Get the fuck on. Ugh. Oh, bring her. Nah, I think that was my kid. She just got bigger. Like when there was two of me's and one of them out in the park. Because when they popped up, they was like, yeah, let's go down to join the reserves, as if they was all emancipated. Hopefully they was. A ward of the state or something. And it was like, bam. And they went down to reserve. Then this girl comes and picks me up. Music, all this other shit. Then we drive far in the desert and walk into this place. No, that's just a dream. No, we walk over there to the reserve, this big asshole, and then all of a sudden, they got these big boots on and this electrified floor, and this liquidy, watery shit is put me on the floor. Right, spirit pop up somewhere else and shit. Right, I've been to Japan. We was in Japan. I dressed up like they wanted me to, did exactly as they wanted me to until they allowed me to go. Boom, pass. Same thing in China. Learned discipline in that way. Pass. Swallow your motherfucking pride. Obviously, your friends don't mean too much when it's time for jail time. Ha ha, I've been a cop since you was an infant. Ugh. I did the surgery to look like this so I can manipulate you and take all of it and have all this. Yeah, I'll take the worst time. We in there together, huh? Please, deal, psych. I'll fight this shit. It was like, nah. I'm sorry, I got money. Where did the IRS come from? Why are you still using my system money? You got a foreign accent. Go to a foreign place. Keep that foreign shit in a foreign place. This is the United States of America. I do not hire you. I do not work with you. You do not work for yourself. Hey, that's my relation. I can do what the fuck I want. You sound like somebody with a different mindset. Because we ain't got no compatibility, period. E41, where the fuck is it at? Uh-oh, promissory note. Foreign shit. Hey, it was paid. Right, like books in Royal Society. It was supposed to be American Society, but they prefer Royal on there. It was like, good thing I read all these books before y'all decided to toss them up in flames and rewrite them yourself. After that whole televised thing, oh, he's talking to Parliament, I'll kill you. Right, hey, working with the government, working with the royalty, I'll just go and kill every motherfucker. I seem to have nobody here but you, huh? Hey, that island over there, go check it out. They dress up as... Right, but the spiders would have died off long time ago. Plus the resin from the weed. Man, I was in so much pain. That would have been nothing but a couple of fucking... I'd have probably woke up as an adult. Right, so I couldn't see right. All right. Mom had missed the eye, so I was like, hey, here goes an eye. Then she pops one out, right, but that one grew back, so I didn't care. Right, it's Mom, finally got to meet her and shit, right? So now I still got one eye, and I'm getting it in good, and all of a sudden, hey, just came back from over there at Deer Valley at the FBI that I paid for SBI, Security Bureau Investigations, because the federal, for some dudes like, oh, he paid for it, we'll put FBI on it. Any place, motherfucker? Shit, look at that big ass building. It's good. Scared the fuck out of them. They're by the mall. Everybody move. Fuck that shit. Look, they got a wait station and another station. If it ain't SBI, it ain't here, because y'all like to kill kids and shit. That's a no-no. We got a right to life, liberty, pursuit to happiness without being harassed or bothered, and our words and stuff misconstrued by other people that I'm not clowning. Counsel. Because I would have thought, if I wouldn't have did some research, somebody's talking about a deck. Did y'all do this over here in the studio? But then again, let's think about it. No background check on you, because all they knew, hey, went through their accreditation, hey, got some schools, all they was like, shit, well, I went through apprenticeship, no, this shit, I'll just print out the paper. They're here. Hey. Once they get in, oh, we're going to use the building I rented down on Bethany, hey. Just for like-minded doctors to talk about OBGYN, and hey, up here comes them niggas, turn into a girl, doctor suit. Y'all want prostitutes, don't y'all? I come back, door locked. Next thing you know, I'm in court. Uh-oh. Same Alberta people. Hey, you ain't got no choice. If you ain't here, please do it by 7 o'clock. Door locked. What the fuck? Got depressed, just went home. Uh-oh, woke up. Whoa, you just burned somebody. I was asleep. I didn't do shit. I was. Any money you got from me? Hey. You guys supposed to pay debts. What are you talking about? FBI and Congress pays debt. Goes over there because they owe. Basically auditing. Hey, what's up? I don't misconstrue mine. No, I was a jewel thief. Well, I had to be. Hey, I need you to watch my money. You gave me a guarantee. Read this, all right, and then boom. Up. Just walked in, door wide open, took it, and came back to withdraw my money. Hey. Drop my pants, get my location. Hey, what's going on, Bam? Got a receipt here. Where's it at? Ugh. So I made my own. Lasers and shit. That's what everybody went. You got the astral projector. You could ask me. No. For your own protection and shit. They was paying a motherfucking debt back. And that was that. They was paying a motherfucking debt back for using my shit without my permission. Then fucking it up how they wanted to. Changing names and expecting the same thing with, oh, but the people. Right? It's like, wow, man. I just bought this mall. And then somebody was like, oh, it's you. Oh, I'm going to change this mall to this. I'm going to sue the shit out this mall. Ugh. Now there's a whole bunch of third parties. Boom. And I'm the victim. Why? Oh. I'm from the age of slavery. Ugh. I was talking about people that was slavery was the business, like working. Ugh. Well, more people you got. Ugh. Hell yeah. Tommy gun, pig hat. I'm gonna kill some people. Go to flip the farm. I'm gonna slave them smoke. Better go hide. Ugh. Right. That's the whole thing about being, you can't be seen. You don't know who the fuck is over there. Hey, what's up? Wow. We hired these mercenaries. They're here. That's all you have to think about it. Wait, hold on. I just sat here, this small little niche. You just called the enemies. You just called the police. They busted your drug deal. Ugh. It was cool, calm. You was looking for somebody to get rid of the old. You called up some mercenaries. It didn't go good. Or you still kicking it with them. Offspring with the accent. Then all of a sudden, this kid, a pushover. Oh, I know all them people worked with him. For all we know, they ain't even citizens. We just looking after. Told me simple and plain. We died. We ain't leaving you shit. Kidnapped by the FBI, old rest in peace veterans that died, of course. Spirits, I'm only thinking. Ugh. They're lying in media. Oh my gosh. I'm over here at the mansion. Oh, hey, the Canadians is gonna take the $1 trillion for the nigga and leave his ass in outer space. What happened on a pile of shit? A pipe cleaner turned back into a human. Been out there floating. Pulled me out of the water. It burned my fucking fat away. I looked like a cheetah. The black particles in outer space. Went through my fucking body. I had to call my kids to come up and apply fat inside. And they was trying to figure out if it's me. They was like, there's gonna be keratosis. I don't know what happened. look like a motherfucking lion. Keep on getting these images of, oh, we super fast. Oh, my feet broke. Now I'm using the nub of my leg that now flattened because of the speed. Now look like paws as the bones still grow. Boom, my hands fell. Oh, my fingers from the speed. Now we got the hand paw. Gotta get traction. Looking like lizards and so I'm saying, hey, you look on Mars, if it's a real picture, you got the Scarlet A, that's where they try to drop me. Uh-oh, right. Well, astral projection, spirit is spirit. Spirit is endless. I astral projected out of my body, grew the weed, popped up. Hold up, I'm gonna keep it real. Time traveled. Hey, consent capacity. I won mine. U.S. ain't gonna touch it. Violate rights. We ain't from the U.S. We'll touch it. Already set up your officials. Ain't nobody there to do it. Hey, we'll just jump in and say we could do it. Hey, just getting out the penitentiary present day. Who was that? That's another person. We'll write that differently. Right. You know you can't spell. Who is your king? They've been up on game for like years. They was like, hold on, like some social security. Don't use your real name and social security number. I'm not accepting somebody sold a dead certificate. All I'm gonna do is mark it off. That is money you lost. That's the old system. Ugh. Merchant ID checking and all this shit. I'll just use your promissory note to pay it off. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, how you doing, ma'am? Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Credit on your account, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, thank you. All right, yeah, I just credited her account, $43,000. I would like to pay this off. Sure, ma'am. Let me get your merchant ID. This is what this is worth. I said, hey, 2.5 billion. Well, so 400 million must have been used. They backed it by $1 billion, which them knew them ain't gonna get back. Where'd he get this billion from? Well, let me see. I could only guess. $1 billion grant for terror. $1 billion grant for drugs. Another $1 billion grant. We don't know what the fuck they went for grants for. They filthy rich and can't touch it because can't pay a loan or debt with this. I mean, it sounds ridiculous. Hey, kid, yeah, you did. Consent capacity, hey. Not even notice, hey, we're us. For Sainter experience, one life to live. Hey, what's up? You're 5. You understood. I was like, hey, turn him back into 5 and see if he could build that house the same. No, like, hey. No. You seem to be getting that Robin Sage Jade Helm shit. Insurgent. Man, this is actually, what is you protesting for? Is y'all part of the government or something? Who, before 35, huh? We breaching contracts and shit? President of something. We're figuring this shit out as it goes. Y'all knew this, as I ain't understood. We over here clowning you about your money we spending over here. You probably gave somebody a guarantee, yes, he would get it. Ugh. You said the motherfucker, huh? But you didn't get it, did you? ACB, fellas, just profane, so kids couldn't say it. Ugh. And then I waited until I was 18, and then it didn't help none anyway. They didn't raise me West, blood. They was like, you can't toss up the West Side. Everybody's from the West Side. You're gonna get us into heaven. Nope. Uh-oh. Oh, he got booted. Whoa. Who is y'all? He's here. We're Bloods. We gonna do it anyways. We're cops. If we do it for 2 weeks, man, after a year, boy, I know everything about this drug. 1 week. Boom. Nah. I don't want that shit. That fake shit, you know. It's for 1 day. How you know what it is? You know you're gonna get worse time for that. I'm not gonna hold any of this for you. You might as well start taking them. You gonna let me die? It's like, hey, what are you doing? We haven't even took care of our issues yet. Now, whoever broke that goddamn well, you gonna fix that damn well, or we gonna have a big ass problem. Like, it's so hot down there, if it ain't cold enough, the water would just evaporate from the bottom up. Then there'll be a big ass steam cloud as it... And then the penny in the bottle... Hey, I had temporaries in a lot of states. Did I tell you about the trailer parks? Ugh, the Lost. I had the gyroscope on my chopper. Oh! Set to explode at any given second of time. What a nap, though. So we got the net. Old school movie. Kids running. Field. Barn in the back. Sparks. Early in that movie, man, belt buckle, gouges out his eyes. Show him how to echolocate. And yeah, he must have been 5% wise. Yeah, rude boy, this kid is. He well told him to hide. Hey, all the shit you know. Bing. Get over here now. Look this way. You know, the whole town is gone. It seems. Everybody's still walking around butt naked. What y'all doing? Using everything against them. I see you killed somebody. Don't do it, man. You just gonna fuck it up even more, and then now you gonna pay for it, because they gonna come and kidnap your ass. They got here illegally. He's like, hey, other than a concerned citizen, guess. Better be aware. Think about hypnosis, Casa. All performed at my stadium downtown years ago. Jersey, all that. It was mathematically correct. Right. So it goes like this. Apartment complex, cars on lock, keys in door. You take that, you take the car, it changes. I take the car, I take the keys. Up, y'all do what the fuck you do. $10 million, Chucky Dog, Disney, Looney Tunes, Pros. We gonna rule the world. Was a sponsor until one girl decided to shoot herself in the nose to be a part of it. This dude, I had pros. I went, I won. He pops up saying the female's dressed up as a tranny. Liaison, snatched my money. Says something about endorsements, takes me to Nazi shit. Hey, we up in Germany, we're gonna piss in the Fanta. Got that free case with the skin tag. You understand the sponsorship? Grape soda, you know. Hopefully when they find a cure, they just pop back and don't go to the other one. Hey, everybody. Damn, that's... Here, shut up. Ridiculous. Hey, that's up to me. That's me. I ain't got shit to do with nothing else. That's the truth. They were calling me a prostitute. I was like, we was cool until this one thing, right? But it wasn't the same one, yeah. That's probably the person they got to act like me or shadow me as little dude on stage. Ugh. Yeah, worst thing about Canada, you started about 2 years and less. You played out. Ugh. Don't want to hear no more. Don't want to see you. So, you know. You hear what I'm talking about? Ugh. That was it. Ugh. Like how he gets it too. Ugh. He's like, it's the realest. Get it. Ugh. Oh, that nigga dead. He wasn't affiliate. What did you do? Oh, you didn't get it. I'm gonna stay here and listen. You know, thought I had it all figured out, but they were smarter. It was like, hell no. Then the spirit, right? Because after the black soot, right? So the first time I die would be in the house. They come in, they find me in a diaper, fucking stained, starved. Scoop me up, say I'm dead, I'm not dead. Not giving up, because before that, hey, here, we learned about computers. Set up the whole Y2K bug shit. Oh, here goes a silver gun, revolver. Shoot yourself, you don't want to be alone. I didn't know it. Booger on the wall. At this time, time we did spend was heroin, CIA, 38,000. I don't pay taxes. Also for the trillion, crack cocaine. I don't pay. Ah, the one that was sitting in that thing, yeah. I ordered $100,000 of each currency I planned on visiting that was included with the U.S. You know, and that $100,000 took off. And before we knew that we didn't owe anybody that's foreigners nothing, even if they served, boom, I'll kick your ass, I'll kick your ass. Blah, 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 blah. Right. And got beat up pretty bad. Right. No, I figured it out now who they was. Seen it in the silent. Dude was supposed to have a bomb in his head or some shit. Beat me up terribly. Then over here, after this movie shoot, Dude pops up in a gray suit that was working for me after he got fired because he didn't kill me, told me to play dead. But dude used to be a girl, transformed to do, because if you notice old school shit, they, hey, you're white, don't nobody care, I do whatever I want. Oh, you want to go and join the school? Ooh, no. Purple commercial, all that other stuff. But when it was me and the dude to beat me up, oh, cam show, different shows, show your ass. Hear him in the background. Then when I had the 82, you notice how the camera kept on glitching and they were on the other side. Yeah. Went there with it. Checked it. Yeah. Wow. I had to learn how to do it first. Because once I got it, believe me, I went around the world. No. It would be more like, hey, what's up? Those are my earphones. Gunshot. About to come take out the eyeballs. I'm making clones. And I made earbuds. The broker's machine, I made little small ones. So proprietorship. I have more than one. Right. Sucked it up, yeah. Smells like somebody's dead person. Stink coming through. I sort of wish I'd known. It was skin. But I didn't remember because as I stated, hey, they pop out. Hey, we done already killed this person. I dug up the body. I'm using it. Or the body's still alive, but it got different parts. Ugh. I'm at the helm. So I wonder who was in his body. Court case, we taught them that. That's how they are. And I'm like, who the fuck did you teach what to? You didn't teach me. It was like, hey, you infant neglect all this time. Hey, everybody else. Y'all don't want to be alone, do you? No, we don't want to be alone. Shit. We grown. Ugh. Same shit. We don't want to do this. We don't want. We've been here since. Uh-oh. Back to the 86. Came back from there. Put on my skin suit. Popped up for one. We don't do that. This is the Mach 1 in 85. Some kid is on their shoulders. Hey, guess what happens in between? To make it up to that point. Hey, lime green car. Photo. Part of the fleet. 58 JJ. Or 5,000 at the time. Same goddamn thing, because it was 19 cents an hour. Hourly wage, which was fucking way too much. Hold on, let's get to clowning about different foods there. Now you overpricing people for some bullshit. You know, come and bite you in the ass one day. Hey, no, you didn't. Just go all the way over here to a quote unquote community garden. People homeless, whatever the fuck. Done shat it all up in there. Ugh. Beautiful fruit, beautiful everything. Do you understand why it was less than fucking 5 cents to purchase a whole big ass bag of groceries? Ah, gotta get the good ones, everything. It was like, all right, now those all got coated with the doo doo. Now what did they sprout? Now you know I'm gonna have to charge you an extra penny for that, huh? Ah, come on now, break it in half, huh? You know we ain't got that. All right, we got a deal. We'll take a one half of that and half of that. Ugh, 1 penny. Probably too much for that too. Ugh, and then they go and get some other stuff. Minimum wage was 19 cents. And then when Aaron got some money, ugh. Hey, I didn't know my name. I was abandoned there. Racist man stated, "It's your people." It was on the brokerage machine. It cost like $1,000 I purchased. Hey, stetsograph after my Vital Records name with the BP over there by the chicken coop. Stetsograph. Is that the symphony recording? Stuff you hear in the background. We're just gonna bust over it. Ugh. No. Now let's get the history. A parent sitting there. He's locked up in the penitentiary just out the blue. He listens to some music. Boom, 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 boom. He opens the door, lets off. Boom, boom, boom. Killing the person's listening to the music. Goes to jail for it. Somebody thought it would be cool as fuck to listen to that music. Homie, ooh, whoop, whoop. We'll scrape it. And that's because of y'all. Bam, third party. Hey. Let me see. Hey, jumped the gun. He made a deal with me. Up too soon. Why don't you let the technology bump up? It's in the contract. You breached it. Right, how many years? Oh. Hey, stock market's dropped. The man is from is in my way. Was he over here shooting at me May the 23rd? Why is somebody with the Mexican mafia changing statues? Shouldn't he be in Mexico? Probably over there looking for a fight? Hey, embezzlement, what is that? When somebody makes it admissible. Now let's keep it logical. You didn't know shit, we knew that. Gonna fall it and hold it against you. Up, you learned it in the future. Why didn't you use that then? We got our GED in 2004. Shooting for. We did not want you at school with us. You wrote it up. We stole your accreditation. Hey, private. Hey, Mason. I'm not a homosexual. Guess you got where the footage came from. Hey, what you turn into a girl for? Documentary. Very blue eyes. Manliest. Up movie. Yeah, it is her. I want some money. This must be in the 70s then. Unless. This is the new part with old footage. Old cameras like at the auction. Same people that made the faces of death. Oh. Hey, Sedition Aaron. 9 multiple personalities. Let me see. So you buy something and people still putting their 2 cents on it once they learn. I did not know. Oh. But you knew those wasn't yours. Hey, the commercial's already paid for. When you gonna pay me? Yeah. Let's think about the music TV right now, as this is the voice I hear in the background through a door. Oh, it say something totally. Hey, what's up? We chilling over here, kicking it. And then if you get close enough, hey, how you doing? We're over here kicking it. Right now. You know they used to bottle warts out there and shit, huh? Hey, where did Oklahoma City and Congo pop up from? Ain't the Congo that way? Hey, didn't the law state, hey, it doesn't matter if you don't want the person? Because a whole bunch of these youngsters that seem to not have been my close friends didn't owe me nothing. And all the old people that ain't had no permission to kick it, kidnap, send nothing, did anyway. Thought they would sue. Number two, are you a foreigner? Because this is not your money, because you do have a paycheck. No more. Nope, not my problem. Ugh. Hey, you guys are trespassing. Hey, how did we get a new downtown court building? It was old. Like everything that got the horrors from walking on sidewalks before the stadium popped up downtown. Hey, the endorsements died that I wrote up. Oh, the binding ones. We never fucked with anybody there anyways. Hey, this is how we're gonna do your endorsements. You learn how to do it, you do it, then we'll say we did it. I don't ever remember any of y'all punk asses over here at the base kicking it with the eyes, seeing it's letting me in fall to the death. B, ugh. Cause they turned the eyesight to zeros and ones and I compiled it. Then once I got that, it was like, everybody got a. I'm not from Mars. Oh, the Martian story. I am chilling there. I am in a long shirt. I had just popped back from motherfucking touring. Phone book, dark matter suit. I'm chilling there. Special sausage rack. I used the rest of it to make this tweed suit. A little bit of black matter particles. I made it create its own atmosphere and stuff. He was supposed to pop up. The darker one was in the back. He turns into a, or she turns into a lizard. I guess kills the person in the back, who was the one from Mars, probably, or the other eyeball. Lights turn out, picks me up, puts me in this spaceship. This spaceship now has two sides, the same one that flies over the moon and shit. And it has a turbo reverse and blah blah blah. So my gown or the shirt gets caught on. He lifts me back, she lifts me back because it looks like a dude. Click. How I found out I was a female. We up in outer space, and from far away, it probably looks like a gray suit. Turned into a motherfucking snake. Started unbolting shit. I'm losing oxygen. Then he unbolts the thing. Top pops up, and it flies over here to some black girl in a suit. I start falling, so I tuck in feet first, right? Remember the Grand Canyon and stuff when I had the titanium bomb. And for some reason, I'm watching myself from a distance. Then all of a sudden, I disappear and I get ready to fall again. I literally just disappear, and then I'm falling again, and then it's back with the motherfucking to pick me up, boom. Then we go all through this shit, halls of mente, boom boom. He's like, oh yeah, right. Pops came home, put a bear claw there, boom. He jumps on it, takes me all the way back to the T-Rex. Yeah, that's your latest ancestor. I took the food, starved him to death. He ate the first person. Domination, right? Oh, white people popped up. Hey. So on and so on. We get all the way out to the end and shit. I mean, we're going through there, right? And Hard's on there, and he's talking to the alien guy, and he goes, right. So we're looking through his eyeball because this big ass screen, right? Went through the heaven of the G's and found out all the nice ones that perished looking out. Right, they was looking out. I was too good. These people that was like too good. It was like, oh, we killed people. I had them on the trees, heads, and all that other shit. I was like, still nothing. I was like, let's act like a baby, Saint Turg. Man, man, it just turns into some crazy shit. It just turns into a bust memory after the monkey said something. Okay, monkey. Let me see what I was thinking of. Must be a lesion wood or something. Or a Osterin. Osta. Buttocks. At the base. I0B. Calls. Zeros, ones. GTA game. Then the 007 GTA. Then Texture GTA. PlayStation. And here goes the stupid ass people from Canada. What? It was like, well, you made it a deal with an adult. I don't owe you shit. Think about it. Kidnapped. Oh. Hmm. Let me see. Shit. Some motherfucker said something. And then forgetfulness. Figuratively speaking, take it to Hive and shit. VIH and shit. Called it a couple of times. They don't have one. Hold. Hmm. 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 I was there on this place. Ugh. This thing was happening. Oh, let me see. So the real ones were locked up and was gonna be locked up for quite some time. Devil worshipping. Hey, gave some white girl some names. Hey, black girl some white names. Hey, Spanish girl mix. Hey, blah blah blah. That's our name. Blah blah blah. Hey, I'm English. Devil worshiper. Got the same name as the name. Recently heard. Oh, somebody got a 500,000. Promissaries. Names. Oh, devil worshiping. So, this old woman turned into a man, became this devil worshiper, wrote a book. Boop. Looks exactly like Charlotte and his brother or dad, father. The ice thing with the lady that was on TV, red hair. Ugh. This is how it's done. Up in London. And turned back into a woman to retake her throne. Uh-oh. It's been so long you've been over here acting like this other person. We've been taught by all these people from Jamaica to Africa to wherever we have a hold. We figured we were supposed to be up next. And fire. Music video up in the sky. Boom. Still there. Makeup. And all that other stuff. And crisp. Notice the Shaggy and Scooby cartoons. The people in there. Those are real stories, right? Okay. Shitted out the whole continent, all right? They shitted out the continent over a big ass plethora of diamond with a big ass hole that will fall straight to the bottom of the fucking ocean. Act 3, to the bottom of the ocean floor. Looks like the three hemispheres. Right. Walk, you see the light. See how the light bubbles to the next one. There's no story other than that. They were in there. They was all about respect. Kids made the thing. Boom, 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 boom. Was in the movie. Bam. Went across country after doing that, killing off people who knew the truth and was like, hey, we taught you, blah, blah, blah. So the people that got away was people, hey, we went to the U.S., John, popped up probably, blah, 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 blah. And that happened. Because when we went out in the 80s to places, there was nobody. That whole boat, 60 some, whatever, that was the last of them. Probably using some radio broadcasts like we do politics. This shit was filmed in the 80s, recorded on HD, everybody upgraded. You see that because they was you couldn't. Right. Politics. Then after the Alaska movie, federal jail, but not really eating it. Got out. And I asked him, hey, if this is all real and real, I just learned a good thing, ate a purple potato. I'm kidnapped. I'm tired of this. If y'all want to die with some honor, what y'all want to do, And then all them, the actors acting like them and the people that were them. Night's Watch, banging, right? Because me trying to get back home from the dog cage, people in bear suits, and I had a mechanism because it was an exoskeleton for the broken shit and crushed the bear and tossed it over the cliff before the dude I'm trying to crawl over kicks over the fucking thing, shows me Mama Bear. That's Mama Bear, right? So the Night's Watch and shit. Then the explosion. So at the end of it, boom, somebody sitting on that throne asking me to marry them. Everybody knew it was televised. I was like, hey, I'm tired of this. Explosion shit. No. On the way back, oh, you can't be over here. That's your liaison, even though I knew all my shit. And it was like, you know, guess that was the father. That's why in that one recording it was like, oh, paradigm, you created a paradigm because they pay my money for time. You know. Then all the cunning people was like, hey, you watch this CNN making up. Well, I just got the black people, two black guys, they Scotland Yard and shit. But hey, transferred over here, got this and that. Uh-oh. Went through life, no discipline, or after discipline, bad decisions. Hey, got kidnapped from the mansion, sent to 1940. Old man had this fucking scar on his toilet seat thread, Bookie. He was a superhero in his day. Piece of special wood. House is made of the same wood. Magic. So he thought he killed me, sat on the toilet, turned into ash. Blew off in there, removed the toilet, put it in the back. First place that I hit up. Now he had a black car in there with that piece of wood. Got the car fixed. Seen all the same bullshit with the FBI. Somebody got to go over here, kill themselves. Then we have jurisdiction. Right. And I'm turning into my house, bought the same house, same place, right? But then I put the garage there, you know what I mean? So there was a garage now in the 40s. And I'm getting ready to go into my garage, then it started coming down. And I guess they had something, because the girl put a bug in my motherfucking ear, right? That shit that made your beep, and you always moved around, and you hear them talking, right? So put a bug in there, and they must have pushed something because they had me come back. Now I'm over here on Front Streets. They at the park, and they pull out these things, start making Tommy guns and using their shit. So I jump out the car, run up in there. It's no more a garage. It's just a house on top of the car, and I'm about to run into my box. Then I jumped through the motherfucking portal. Well, the portal I did was A B C D E F G H I J K L M N P Q R S all the way to Z in all the currents. It was easy to figure it out. And after that shit, I found out why they popped up over there. So where they're from, in the same Snowden movie, same people other than the ugly guy, if you notice that machine in the background, it's a time machine. So whatever is said in front of the machine somewhere in the past, they will pick it up, snatch it up from you. Well, it happened just like that. With the time machine and shit. So the future and the past is the same way, but it was currents. So I guess it was all because of the old intellectual name, and got put in this house and turned into a judge and read a whole bunch of books in this closet and read a whole bunch of encyclopedias. Somebody came, hey, you should become, sold them up. Two people that got handed a check, hey, was over there at the FBI building in Phoenix. They told me in Virginia you got one out there. Trying to get a paycheck for handling me. Suicide. There's another one with the Englishman. I was to accompany that person here to the U.S. and he told me he had another envelope with the one bullet in the gun. Right, so I was like, probably made a deal about faking him. So over there at the Night's Watch, the other two twins, which I read in the back with the smudge, which were Canadians sent to the U.S., then infiltrated the FBI, and then sent back to Canada, two of them. The Quantico show, those were all my notes. And to not get them confused, because I'm in a volatile situation, boop, boop, took their eyeballs, right? Because the only thing twins usually have is a whole yearning to be somebody else. And brought them back and put them in different people. And their twins loved it. Why did you bring their eyeballs? Because their body is dead. Right, I had bodies to fill. And people to put in jail. And that was that. And the Joseph thing, I asked him if he blah, blah, blah on the thing. And he went ham shooting, but I had the headpiece and left. And then the sun popped up and got chopped up, made it through the front door after the whole bomb incident. It was like, I forgot you could drive the car with a fucking remote. Yeah, she was 10 before when I seen her. Then she grew up. Seen her when she was 10. Then next time I seen her, same person, right? Call Gary Time, Cthulhu. Must have been a paradigm. Purple planets. Why I put holes in the sky. Invasion. And that's the kind of odd shit that's weird. Let me see. I don't know nothing about being a werewolf other than those people who shot me in the bayou as werewolves. Just died over there in Russia in the 40s. Was walking through the town. You see the leg, hardcore. Was like, ain't nobody gonna let me in. 40 years later, it must have been the 80s. I was the vampire. Kid was going through the same shit our kid was. So I was like, show the bitch your titties so she can see how fun it is to be a woman. You notice they was like, all right, bye. Right. She was the last one I had, but her name was Scarlett. And last time I seen her, they was like, oh, we're acting. So I used to make her do the role over and over and over again, edit it in and shit. And they didn't want me touching the kid when I turned back to being black. You know. And then Hardcore Henry. Guess who's sitting in the back claiming to be Scarlett? Ooh. What girl in the back? Well, you said Scarlett's back there. Bertha did. Oh. Right in that Fargo store. Right, citizen. Right before we did the movies. So was her, then turned into him. That's why the part's so short. Face masked after the whole Jenny bullshit. Jenna Berry. The real kid. Ugh. You already showed your titties. Now what else you gonna show your booty? And show your booty for free. I ain't tripping. I mean, I ain't tripping if she got the face and shit. Right? And, nah, 3D printing faces and shit like in jail. And oh. I was like, hey, this is a skull. Bam. Just saying, I had the same face and shit. And echolocated in. Right. Well, I was a young parent and I was like, wow, nobody wants you. Huh? Once it goes in, you're going to have a kid. Right, but look at I had nurse's uniform. I had shit going on in Caligari. A unique type of dual citizenship. Oh, 2 islands. 2 zombie islands. You thought that you went to another island, you just went around in a complete circle to the other side of the island. You see that big ass dip? At least that's my imagination. Seeing Sarah. Oh. Well, that was my twin of identical, but in Russia. Astral projector from Russia was going through a lot of rape bullshit after getting towers. When you kicked it with the Portuguese cousin up, you know what's happening in Russia up, and the other ones up. And then they came and found them all. Oh, KGB, you going to try find your blood type right here, bitch. Right here in the States, good. Right, until a bleeding, right? Because last time I was here, Voorhees popped out and he had to sacrifice. Broke free and shit. Last time I seen them is when they were going to the Canadian Wisconsin Nation, which is fucking probably used to be Fargo, and it's like they stole all my good shit. So this is the year. Look at all the 80s movie music and the movie shit. Look at all the cars in the 90s. This is the 80s. They took my shit. No, still on the island or in the tree stump or in a pile of oil. paying for it. It's mine. And then after we get that straight, bam, 9 tenths of the law. I even had that others feeling. You're not the only one in this room, motherfucker. Shut up. I was like, why don't you move the kid in the other room? Because we don't want to talk to the kid. I'm calling the police as soon as I learn how to do that shit. He's dead, huh? Stop calling the police. Well, after y'all took my wife and kids and all that shit, what else do I have? You could turn into a woman and go visit them in jail. But you have to be a secret agent. They wanted me to spend my money and be their defense. Ugh. So you don't have money to pay this retainer. And plus y'all taught me how to fly in the air and all this other shit with a purple potato. I'm pretty sure that y'all can kill people and shit with just looks and shit now, but I understand how you picked up the boulder and threw it over there. Hopefully one of the 15 is alright. Chips is worth often whatever he wants them to be. They want them to be. Right. And then after I got lobotomized in my head, the $1 million went to stay that way. It's worth 600 some odd million. Ugh. Promissory note. Ugh. Then they started changing laws and regulations at that particular point in time for me to block me. But when I want to do that shit, you can't. I'm using it. Right. Right. I did 5 puts and shit. And took all that information, applied the science. I was like, yeah, well then ride it a week. Ride the wave for a week. Ride the wave. Ride the wave. Deposit. Deposit. Hits over this amount. Sped it up. Big ass digital and shit. Caching is what I started out there in Canada. I was a kid talking about USA, 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 and shit. Oh, but he could use his dual citizenship. Because I invested. It belongs to me anyways, according to all this genre, and the person y'all ran off the cliff is identical twin who y'all made identical. I hope y'all went through a lot of pain and shit. And then the immaturity of manipulation, servitude, and people who's willing to be servitude such a long time without even fostering from said point, because their mythology is when the end comes, who's going to still be there? That's sort of like, let's go do some dirt. Hey, when you don't come home, who's still going to be there? All right. Better find something safe to do and stick with it. Right. Obviously, they don't allow you to listen to nothing, or they must think, hey, these are the thinnest walls, none. It's like, hey, you just got busted. Hey, you just got busted. We're outside. We're undercover. You just blew my cover. No, sir, you did, and I would like your badge number so I can complain how you guys are targeting me. When we gonna settle out of court? Where did I put it out? Y'all wanted me not to be bitching. I would have to see that piece of paper in order to know what to give you. You see, that's all up to me. At the same time, depending on what's at stake. You know, it's against the law to make that other one. It's already filed. You there, huh? I see what you doing. What are you doing sitting at near my desk? I hit my head when I was young. Never got any help to remember. Trying to remember. This is a way to do it. Trying to deplete some of that fat without depleting. 2009. Can I use your mind? Bow chicky wow wow. I'm going to molest yours. May the 23rd. Hey, 4th of July time, mortar distance aiming. Hey, I see you guys are speaking my language. What is it? Do they look any familiar in the border? Do you know that's his real job and what he used to do before he found out he's a movie star? Most of them is Canadian. Most of them came out here to do regular ass, remedial ass jobs. Then all of a sudden, kidnapped your ass, and then oops. You haven't played out yet. Unless you're trying to break the law so you can't go back. But yet at the same time, I still need to know, was that one of mine or one of y'all's? NFL, CFL, police scanner, Alberta. No, I already got stuff over there. Ugh. And pulse it and find that. Never sold anything. Stingy as a motherfucker, you know? No. No, you cannot see this ass, but we can see young females wearing body paint and don't even look body paintable. Too many roles. Ooh, married a man. We're two perverts together now, sharing one strange issue. That they're still straight, but just sickos. Worst case scenario, one has Asperger's, the other one doesn't. Hopefully, the one with Asperger's is thinking, "Who's gonna go to jail for this?" Hey, I'm glad you're here. You haven't did it. It's your badge now. Take it. Don't take that badge. Some people that try to put a shoot to kill as if they had the right. It's your Second Amendment right to hold this gun now. You ain't from here. Why don't you hold this billy club? Ugh. I can do ninja stuff. Ugh. They want your kids in the first place. I was talking to people in 1985 and the 80s. Sued. Ugh. I was just there trying to see if they was gonna be able to teach me for some accreditation. Ooh. Didn't know I was just a kid, infant, about 3 months or so, tall. They was about purple commercial. Looking at them eye to eye. These are old people. This is underneath the Cop University. I have a right to my rights, right? Oh, you got scientific exploration. Whoa. As soon as you sign this contract, that's ours. It's against the law. It's illegal, right? Yeah, straight up perverts. Ugh, got you out here walking as a prostitute. You're just a kid. Ugh. Something just gonna demean you in the future, because what they told me when I was a kid, how about we make you and leave you as a prostitute on this record? You wanna help us out? The whores that sang in the background, they were the prostitutes. I was in the closet. Took my kids to the past. How I got here? Some fat girl. Beforehand, ugh, some skinny kid. Said I did something to them. I was just sitting there solo. What are these two names I wrote in my book? Because as soon as I put the trumpet there, bam, here comes some Russian person and some man and some other people. Hey, let's look at the federal prison. Hey, what's up? I am Indian. I'm looking at a big ass TV when I come up with this name, thinking about a fucking hippopotamus, bro. Hey, Pirate TV, hey, you guys get this independent. This is 1985 still. Vice President said, hmm? Hmm? Right. And he's like, I'm going to Canada. The sticklers, they like to act out a lot of shit. No, I was in federal. I was like, hey, bam. You may possibly, you the one who did that, huh? Where's my paper? Are you the good one or are you? Royal, you cannot be out here. Ugh. Any involvement is involvement. Registered sex offenders, hey. And that means it's only discharges for all the foreigners who's like, yeah, that's exactly what we want. Body slam DDT them too. Let's advise that shit. Hey, you ready to go through some torture? Why did you infiltrate us right now? Shock him again. I got to get out of here. I just wanted you to rule the world. He failed. Somebody's gonna take it. Just walk away. Because of some music. How you gonna edit it right, big booty? Oops. That's not my traditions. Period. My shit. And if we get back to the way it was, guess I'm going back inside the house, pinning myself back on the wall. You knew what you was doing, huh? Let me go get my big knives so I don't miss. Of course. Well, I got rid of all the federal symbols. Right, let me see. I'm a human being, but I'm from some place I got much pride for. And I had to just leave my wife, kids, and be a fucking flaming homosexual. With threats if I have sex with the woman and have kids. Boom. There's a good use for y'all. Cause on analog, it doesn't look like me anyways. News Channel 10. The son and the Asian guy. You see my pistol? If we're gonna go back to analog, I must also get back to my fort so I can start doing what I was doing before we went to Dodger now. What's going on with me? We gonna learn. You gonna be a slave apprentice. Hope you got some hypnotizing juice and some jelly to get it on and going. You better not ever teach anybody like you just taught us. Where y'all at? We already knew that shit. He's gonna try to charge us. Not if we kill him. Y2K fans. They wanted me to upload some Nazi bullshit on my internet that I sold to Apple, and I sold a different one to Microsoft. Yeah. Just like two stores. It was always a competition. You know? Same food, just different ingredients. Ugh. I want less soy food and more lean beef. Matters. More soy. Why? Because this is extra. Ugh, if that was real meat, you would be having a heart attack by now. Everybody will be 300 and some odd pounds, and I probably would be laughing because, bam, they just bounced the fuck back. Well, let me see. Been to Spain. I know what taco means. Back in the day, that means shit. Well, I was trying to help you out. No refunds. No conversions. Hey, I never expected so many of these bullshit ass things. I had others that just didn't show them. It was like, I showed you this one, so if you broke it, boom, you die. I knew y'all wouldn't. Left a note, a recipe on there. Whoever took it set everybody up to perish. I didn't sign no options. You check my No, you cannot check my contracts because you ain't gonna get no registry from me. Then at the same time, I read the contract and did not sign any options, which is these extra bullshit. Somebody want to get in your business that got fraudulent charges way in the 80s or the 70s, ain't supposed to be around banks, money, schools, teachers, anything. But for some reason, M's a doctor, M's a lawyer, M's a loan officer at a bank. Now we got mortgages. Now we got refinancing. Did anybody get that? Deed, property tax, that's it. Then it goes, hey, used to be a grant. Now I'm going to give you a loan and you're going to pay me out the same promissory note, no doubt. Ugh. I just withdrew a grant and I'm charging you a loan and I want you to pay me back. I used your promissory note, merchant ID, to withdraw from your promissory note, but you don't know that. Loan. That's all we offering. Loan, 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 loan. Hey, you have to have a mortgage. You didn't have to have a mortgage. That was an option for, I want to fix up my house. Let me go get a loan. Ugh. Get a loan in the form of a mortgage. They're not supposed to be there. Oh, this was years ago. Oh, shit. Look at all the money we're making. Ugh. They was on You Black, It Belongs to Us. What you gonna do? Went out to Canada. They was like, you're black. Make us independent. Feeding news stories back and back. Networks. Networks. Nothing stopping anybody from doing it. I'm selling stories. 3 Broncos. I'm pretty sure this year recently. Hey, what are we getting from Canada? Hey, it said McCall. Then it said what? A Canadian name. Whoa. Aren't you an Irish physicist? I didn't want to say his name. I'm not from Canada, no. This is not that royal federal government. This is not Queenico. You're not going to be over here trying to kill kids and, hey, Ford, they shouldn't be over there. Hey, what's up? I was just on a discharge, but hey, you guys trust me? We're just choosing our venue. Uh, then it was at the July thing, right? It was like, hey, you got to go to court over here where there's no bus. Hey, we got a court over here. I called both of them. Let me change the date. Sorry, no. Hey, when I call ADA about the apartment. Ah, but the statute of limitation for a crime. I was like, hey, shit, I committed that 20 years ago. Well, you just barely got caught. Fuck all this, hey, wait until you retire, you're going to jail. Give me my relief. They got out. You fired. Now statutes of limitations. Sorry, press charges in there. Big snitch. Food, danishes, coffee cakes. They wouldn't even accept it back. That's how much it was. Warden. Right, it was gonna go to Canada and then we got 22 years just to sit here. You still continue with yours, but we want it our way. So I put computers, spent some chips, jobs, and then the police did what? Hey, worst time, this your first offense. What the fuck you getting all them years for? Bro, what happened to probation? What happened? It was that heinous, of a crime. Oh my gosh. Yeah, man, fuck that. He had it good up in here. I fucked that shit up real quick. Nobody deserved none out here, bro. Then you come to find out, hey, you thought they was your peoples. It was like, nah. His eyes all sunk in. It's like, you must have been in a lot of fights. Who the fuck? Why did you curse him? I don't know. I heard a book say something. Hey, what does that mean to me and shit? Was you the captain and shit? Yeah, I was changing clothes. I left in good standing.